Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the California Golden Bears taking on the winners of 6 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. So the Cal Bears offense will get the first swing of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach. So much fun to play with him. A guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Turbin. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. The hand to the running back. Dances away from 1. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it from the gun. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. It's Wade. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Golden Bears look to do some damage in the red zone. Now the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Turbin. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So North Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for a man. It's Potts. They're working that left side.
Our best receiver is a running back. Say it all the time.
Not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice, and you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They think there's room to run to the right here. And the Tar Heels will keep this drive going.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They feed him again.
There's no way that's supposed to happen, man. Then they wouldn't give me. Then they slowed him down.
Touchdown, Golden Bears. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. The kickoff team out there getting set. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. He's got 69 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season. Off play action on first down. Wide open downfield. Off he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Barrels ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away.
Yeah, we spied your tail.
Short of the first down, he tried to get it on his own. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to... Can anyone catch him? And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. They'll run it to the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Give him 88 yards rushing for this game and on his way to 1,400 for the year. And the Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Turbin. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Get him some heat.
And
he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. And there he goes.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Tar Heel. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete on third down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Across the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. Trying to get to him. Looking to scramble. At the 40, there he goes. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Potts. Right down the middle.
Good catch.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Here's the snap, looking to throw.
Take the sack.
Sets a tackle. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill.
And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He's got it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. On the option. He'll pitch it. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the punishment has been extended. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Looking for a gap. It's Turbin.
They slowed. Look at it, slowed him down.
Hit the afterburners, kid.
I can't stand
Inside
that,
the
man.
30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cal.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Oh,
About to
just
kick it away after scoring a
two
touchdown.
big runs.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll try the run. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete.
Go, big boy. Go, big boy. Let's go.
Touchdown, UNC! And the beatdown has ensued. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back.
Yeah, we running amok in the backfield. And none of that.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles what could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route.
Get in front of him.
Came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Golden Bears are on the move. The give to the back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. The ball squirts free. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Looking to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Turbin. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
You know, that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, he's looking downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. On the move to the 30. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, I wanted to hit triangle.
But just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Block him.
Crosses the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The aerial assault continues. Quarterback extends the play. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find a way.
Touchdown, Tar Heel! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And he puts through the extra point. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way. Unbelievable job blocking up front.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Works the middle of the field. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man.
No way he should catch that.
Scrounge 3 yards out of
Literally
bounds,
no way.
somehow it's 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out quickly. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Golden Bears have this offense rolling.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Got it in the middle. It's Turbin.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want. You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it.
They literally made them take the wrong angle.
And that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while.
Literally made them take the wrong angle. I felt it.
Touchdown, Cal!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
looking for the two-point try. Off the play fake. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Let's go, baby. That's 2 points. Oh, he's going to catch me.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, he still caught it.
Quickness to grab it off the deflection. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll put the tight end in motion. With the run on first and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
Yankee blue. Come on.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. It's still third and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught near the sideline. It's Landry. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. The Golden Bears will punt it away on fourth down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return, it's Vick. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both.